Today, we are going to learn part 2 of 6th chapter, Manufacturing Industries. Before that, if you are yet to subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel for latest updates. Okay, let us move into the topic. So first area that we are going to learn is industrial location. In which all areas the industries can be located. But before setting up of an industry, what are the factors taken into consideration? That is what we are going to learn first. Industrial locations are complex in nature. These are influenced by availability of raw material, labor, capital, power, market, etc. So the establishment of an industry depends upon the availability of raw material, whether the raw material is available in sufficient quantity, whether cheap labor is available, whether you are able to get capital, both money as well as machinery, whether power supply is continuously available, whether you are having a market for the regular supply of raw materials and to sell your product. Now, it is rarely possible to find all these factors available at one place. So it is not possible, or it is not easy to find all these factors at one place. At least 75% of the criteria should be met, or 75% of the factors should be ideally available for the setting up of an industry. Consequently, as a result, manufacturing activity tends to locate at the most appropriate, the most suitable place where all the factors of industrial location are either available or can be arranged at a lower cost. So where the industries tend to locate, industries tend to locate at those places where the factors of production are easily available or can be arranged at lower cost. So these things should be met. Either it should be available or you can arrange at lower cost. That is very, very important. Now, after an industrial activity starts, urbanization follows. So, immediately after the setting up of industries, urbanization, the cities, the growth of cities can be seen. How? Imagine an industry is set up in a backward area. More people will get employment. They will shift to these places, shift to the place near to the industry. They will have family. Now their demand would increase. They are having a lot of things to buy. So a market will develop, then a school will come, roads, transportation will develop, hospitals will come, and gradually other industries would be set up and it will become an industrial area, and after that more people will migrate to that area, and as a result cities would grow. So that is the case where an industry is set up in a backward area. Now imagine all the cities, in cities already it is a city, and suppose an industry is being located. Now again it will lead to further development of the cities. That is, a population would increase, other facilities would increase, job opportunities would increase, and the small cities would be becoming big cities. So industrialization and urbanization. Urbanization means the growth of cities go hand in hand. Both supplement each other. Question can be asked, how industrialization and urbanization move together? Now cities provide, if an industry is located in a city, then it will provide market and also provide service such as banking, insurance, transport, labor, consultants and financial advice, etc. to the industry. So this is the benefit if an industry is set up in a developed city. If it is set up in a backward area, they won't get such type of facilities. It will come afterwards. But if industries are set up in a big city, then they will get banking facilities. They can take the loan. They will be able to pay the money to the staff as salaries and all. Then insurance, it can take insurance policies. Then if transport facilities are there, they can easily bring the raw material. Then they can easily transport the finished product. They will be able to get the labor at cheap rate. Then consultants, if they need any kind of advice and all, they may get the help. Since more educated people are there, more people are ready to offer service, etc. Many industries tend to come together to make advantages offered by the urban centers are known as agglomeration economies. So what do you mean by agglomeration economy? In a city where a lot of industries and a lot of services exist, and each industry or each service is supplementing each other, that is what we call an agglomeration economy. Imagine an industry is there. It is getting the help from bank. It is getting the help from the consultants, financial service. Or if it is a iron and steel industry, then it will be able to sell its products in the market. Then like textile industry and all, they can buy the raw material from iron and steel industry. In that way, each industry or each service is helping each other, and it led to an increase in economic activity in an area. That is what we call agglomeration economy. Industrialization would be smooth and a lot of facilities would be coming in that area. So here the word meaning economies means advantages. Okay, the word meaning of economies is advantage, agglomeration economy. So when they are coming together, agglomeration means when they tend to come together, when they move together, what all type of mutual help they are getting. Okay, how they are interdependent. Okay, so when they come together, such a kind of advantages can occur. Okay, so that is what we call agglomeration economy. So one more question can be asked. Gradually, a large, that is industrial cluster, an industrial group would develop. Gradually, a large industrial agglomeration take place. In the pre-independence period, most manufacturing units were located in places from the point of view of overseas trade, such as Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai. Before 1947, industries used to be set up in big cities. Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, where port facilities were there. So it became easy for them to export and import. Consequently, there emerged certain pockets or certain important areas. Pockets means important areas of industrially developed urban centers surrounded by a huge agricultural rural hinterland. Hinterland means a remote area. Okay. So when years passed, big industrial cities developed, and in their boundaries or in the interior, there were villages where agriculture was the important activity. Okay. So in big cities, industries would be dominant, and the neighboring villages, the interior villages, will have the main economic activity as agriculture. The key to decision of the factory location is the least cost. So when you are setting up a factory, you are looking at the cost of production. So wherever the cost of production is less, you will construct your factory. Government policies and specialized labor also influence the location of factory. So these are the various factors which are influencing the location of an industry. Okay, so which are the factors? Like availability of raw material, then efficient labor, banking facilities, capital, then power, market, government policies, the cost of production, etc. So these are the different factors influencing the location of an industry. Industry, how it is linked to each other. So you can see here the market linkage of an industry. First, you are buying inputs, raw materials, etc. for the industry. Then you need land, capital, entrepreneur, infrastructure to start an industry. Entrepreneur means the business capability to run the business. Then land, labor, that you know, capital, money, as well as machinery. So with these things in your hand, you can start an industry. And afterwards, you are, for getting these things, you need the transportation facilities, and the raw materials, everything is taken to the factory. Then you are making the output. After making the output is transported to the nearby market. You are selling the product, and afterwards you are getting the profit. You are getting the money. Then again with that money, you are buying more raw material. You are getting labor. You are getting capital. And after that, again, these factors are transported to the factory. Then again, in the factory, output is produced. Output is transported to the market. So in that way, a cycle goes on. Now, next, you can see the location, the ideal location of an industry. So imagine this is an industry. So all these factors should be close enough, like cost of obtaining raw materials should be minimum. Then you should be able to distribute the product. Then the cost of production should be minimum. Okay, so after that only you will make the decision to start an industry. Now, next area that we are going to learn is classification of industry. How can you classify the industry? So a lot of criteria are there for the classification of industry. So the first classification of industry is on the basis of the raw material. On the basis of raw material, you can classify the industries into, on the basis of the source of raw materials, from where you are getting the raw material. On the basis of the source of raw material, you can classify the industries into agro-based and mineral-based. On the basis of the source of raw material, you can classify the industries into the agro-based industry and mineral-based industry, from where you are getting the raw material. If you are getting the raw material from agriculture, that is what we call agro-based industries. Example, cotton, woolen, jute, silk, or rubber, sugar, tea, coffee, edible oil. All these materials are obtained from agriculture. Because of that, it is known as agro-based industries. Then iron and steel, cement, aluminium, machine tools, petrochemicals, they are all depending upon mineral, and because of that, they are known as mineral-based industries. Now that is based on the source of raw materials. Okay, so that is first classification. Now according to their role, okay, whether they are important, very, very important, less important, and a medium role. So on the basis of that, you can classify the industries into basic or key industries and consumer industries. So what do you mean by the basic industries? So basic industries are very, very important, since on them depend many other industries. Okay. They are supplying their products as raw material to manufacture other goods. Iron and steel, copper, aluminium, melting at a high temperature. That is what we call smelting. So these industries are giving you the machinery. With that machinery, we can produce other goods. Other industries are depending on these industries for getting the capital, for getting the machine. So very, very, very important, because of without them you cannot exist. So such industries are known as basic or key industries. Now, what do you mean by consumer industries? Consumer industries which are producing consumer goods. Okay, and readily you can consume those products like sugar, toothpaste, paper, sewing machines, fans, etc. So this is pronounced as sewing machine. So these are all various material which can be consumed directly. Okay, like sugar and all, you can use it for further production. That means you can use it as raw material for producing other goods, but still you can consume sugar directly. Now, third classification on the basis of capital investment. Okay, that is how much money you need for starting industry. So if you need a lot of money for investment, that is what we call the large scale industry. If you need a lot of money for starting an industry, that is what we call the large scale industry. And in large scale industry, you can see thousands and thousands of laborers. Then you can see lot of big machines, then lot of raw materials, etc., etc. So large scale industry employs a large number of persons and consumes a vast quantity of power. Everything in huge quantity. Huge capital investment is needed. A lot of machines are needed. Then a lot of money is also needed. Iron and steel industry, textile industry, manufacture of heavy machinery, locomotive, that is the engine of railway, and everything related to railway, automobile, shipbuilding, etc. Now, what do you mean by small scale industry? It is defined as the maximum investment allowed on the assets of a unit. That is, depends on the investment you are making. Depends on the investment means from time to time, the criteria changes. So before many years, it was like 25 lakhs. If the investment is equal to 25 lakhs, that was a small scale industry. Then 50 lakhs. Now, then 1 crore, 2 crore. Their investment is less. The amount of money spent to start an industry is less compared to the large scale industry. In large scale industry, you need lot of money. Not like 1 crore or 2 crore. You need hundreds and hundreds of crores. So such type of industries are known as large scale industry. But small scale industries are small. You don't want lot of money, but 1 crore or 2 crores of rupees, like basket, cloth making, all those things. And they can take the raw material even from the area, nearby areas you can get, like toy making, furniture making, leather good making, edible oils, etc., etc. Now, next classification on the basis of ownership. That is, who is the owner of an industry. On the basis of that is another criteria of the for the classification of industry. So first is public sector. It is owned and operated by the government agencies. Okay, government, it is under the control of government, like BHEL, SAIL, etc. Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, Steel Authority of India, they are owned and operated by government. Then private sector industries means owned and operated by individuals or group of individuals, like Tisco, Tata Steel, then Bajaj Auto Limited, Dabur Industries, etc. That is, it is owned and managed by the private individuals only. So such industries are known as the private industries, private sector industries. Now, what do you mean by joint sector industries? Which are jointly run by the state and a group of individuals. Okay, that is, it is under the control of public sector and private sector. So such type of industries are known as the joint sector industries. That means government may sell the share of its industrial units to the public or to the private individual. So they are also becoming the owner of such industrial units. Such industrial units are known as the joint sector industries, like Oil India Limited. Now, cooperative sector industries. What do you mean by cooperative sector industries? The industry is owned and run cooperatively by a group of people. They are in cooperation in a friendly way. They are working like a team, who are generally producer of raw materials of the given industry. Such is known as a cooperative sector industry. Okay, so it is owned and operated by the producers or suppliers of raw materials or workers of both. Okay, now a sugar, for example, a sugar mill owned and run by farmers producing sugar is an example of a cooperative sector industry. Okay, so farmers cultivating sugar cane, they are also having a sugar mill. So they will harvest sugar cane, they will take sugar cane into the sugar mill, they will convert it into sugar, and afterwards they will sell it, they will get the profit, and they will share the profit among themselves. So such type of industries are known as cooperative industries. Example, sugar industry. So that is a sugar industry that I told you the example. Sugar industry in Maharashtra and coir industry in Kerala. Okay, so farmers are only producing. They will process it into other products. They will sell it and they will share the profit. Now, bulk and weight of raw material, on the basis of bulk and weight of raw material, whether they are handling heavy or light material. On the basis of that, we can classify industries into heavy industries and light industries. Heavy industries use heavy and bulky raw materials and their product also heavy and bulky. And it also requires huge amount of transportation cost. For example, iron and steel industry again. Then light industry means their raw materials and finished products are not heavy and there is lightweight, and a lot of female labor can be seen in such industries like pen making, sewing machine making, radio, television making, etc., etc., lightweight machineries. So hopefully you understood this portion, and please, for making other videos, I need your encouragement and support, and for that please subscribe my channel. If you subscribe my channel, you will get the latest notification. Thank you so much.